All right, so I'm sitting here working on my brew and I'm creating a community page. It's actually a zip code page. And I've gotten to the portion where I'm going to work on my schools. So I figured I'd show you how I'm doing this now after having the brew for a little while and figuring out some best practices. So as I usually do, I have found copy and paste to be the easiest strategy and then making changes around that. So let me just kind of show you what this page looks like. So I'm working on my zip codes, 2018, that's my main goal is zip codes. And so here's one of the zip code pages I'm working on. I've got an intro here, as you can see, information about the area, how many homes are in there, how many residents, that kind of thing. Then I've got a list of homes for sale that they can look at. Then I've got a list of neighborhoods that are in that area, the real estate market data for 89129. And I want to put the schools in there. So what I do is I scroll down here to underneath the listings. So here's where my listing grid is showing. And I want to change that actually to 6 homes. One of the things that I have found is if I'm going to create a long form page of content or create a whole bunch of content blocks, the homes widget needs to have less properties in it, because when it stacks on mobile, if you go beyond 6, it's just too much scrolling. They can always click to view more results. So I like that to be 6 when I'm doing too many content blocks. And so here I'm going to go ahead right underneath those listings and I'm going to add a 3-column content block. Then I'm going to title this schools. And the first one's going to be elementary, the second one's going to be middle schools, and the third one is going to be high schools. And so what we're going to look at here is I'm going to go ahead over to a page I've already created. And I've already done this one here, 89. What is this one? I think it's my 89108 page. And so this is so you can see how it looks, okay? So I have the image and then I have a list of the schools. And what's interesting is I'm finding, as I was reviewing my SEO this morning and my new rankings, that I'm starting to rank for a lot of these schools now because I'm listing them in all the zip code pages. And so obviously that cross-linking is incredibly powerful. And so all I do, and by the way, if you want to use the ultimate shortcode, you can actually drop this down to a toggle where they click the little thing, or a see more box. You don't have to list all of those schools out. I'm kind of testing this to see what I want to do. But all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to click right here in front of the very first school. I have found that to be the easiest way to copy, and go over to elementary schools. And then I'm going to come over here and click paste that in the first tab. Then I'm going to go to the second one and I'm going to do the same thing. I'll show you where I find the schools in just a minute. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do the same thing for high schools. Okay, so that I at least have that format in there. Now, the next thing I do is I actually open my MLS. This is the easiest way I found to do it. Now, I understand that we're going to be different depending on where our locations are. In Las Vegas, it's very clear-cut, our school system. We have one school district, and then we have a bunch of school zones. And every house has a particular school that it is zoned for, and we have zoning maps that show that, and then they're listed in the MLS. Now, of course, we do have a disclaimer. It says buyer to verify, but usually they're pretty correct unless a new school has popped up or something like that. So in my case, this is very easy. In your case, if it's not that easy, you either skip this portion or figure out what works the best for your area. In my market, people do like to look at homes around a certain high school or where they want their kids to go, okay? So what I do is I go over here to my MLS. I'm logged in now. And let me just go back to my criteria and take this horse property off. I was doing something a minute ago. We'll take that off. Okay, so what I have here is I'm taking a look at all of the homes that are listed in 89129. I've put in my zip code there. I'm going to hit results. And then I've customized my columns to show the subdivisions, the communities, the elementary school, the high school, the junior high school. So you're going to have to figure out what works for you. But in my case now, I would sort this elementary school alphabetically because I'm going to start with the elementary schools. And I'm not going to go, there's a, oh, here we are. Okay, so this first one, Allen, Dean, Lamar. Now, some of these schools, I have no idea what they are. And MLS is using abbreviations. And so that's not going to help me a whole lot. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go over here just to Google, and I'm going to type in that Ellen DeMar. And see on the right-hand side here, I get Google My Business. Google Maps is pulling up the actual name of the school, so it'll be correct. Then I go back over here, and I'm just going to take that first spot and paste it. So I got rid of the old link and put in the new one. And then I'm going to link this one to the page that I already built for Dean. I'm going to see if it pops up here. Dean. I don't know if I have this one. What is this one called? Allen. Dean Lamar Allen. So I may not have this one. Let me see. Dean Lamar. Okay, well, this might be good because I can show you real quick how I do this. Oh, there it is. Dean Allen. Dean Allen. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and I'm going to hit that little blue button. Now, if I did not have that school listed, what I would do really quick is I'd go up to New, and I'd go up to Showcase Page. I'm going to open in a new tab. I'm going to take this name and address from the Google right here. See there? I would do this. I'm going to paste that in there. I'm going to fix it in just a second. I'm going to add a content block, put in the contact info. I am going to take the name of the school, and I'm going to paste that up here. Okay, and it might be homes near Dean Lamar Allen Elementary School. And then I'm going to put this under my schools category, elementary. And the parent page is Clark County Schools, or is it Las Vegas Schools? Let me see. Las Vegas Schools. And then the location is Dean Lamar Allen. Maybe I'm going to put elementary, although that's getting a bit long. I think I'll just leave Dean Lamar Allen. Okay. Elementary. This is what's going to show up in the category box. Okay, and then here I'm going to put contact information. Okay, and I'm going to get rid of all of these links by clicking that button. And I'm just going to put the address and the phone number. And I like to also include the URL for them in case they're actually looking for the school itself. So let me click website. There's the school. Copy the URL. And just put website. Highlight that. Whoops. There we go. And then we need a list of properties. So I'm going to put in a, I might put in a horizontal divider. And then I'm going to put in an IDX widget. And I'm going to put in homes. And I just go over to IDX widget. And then I'm going to find the widget I've already built, or I'm going to create a new one. And let's see if I have one that's current here. Allen. There it is right there. I'm going to take that code and I'm going to paste it in here. And let's go ahead and preview what this looks like now so you can get an idea. So if you haven't built out all of your schools, this is a great way to do it, is by demand as you're going through and creating these zip codes or community pages or whatever you have. Okay. And that's really all there is to that page. Okay, so then I would just keep going down and doing the same thing. Now I'm going to hit enter, and it'll give me a new bullet point. And I need to go do the next school. And the next school is Eileen Connors. I don't do the ones that only show a couple schools because those might be errors. I only want to do the ones that are listed frequently. And I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to paste this one, Eileen Connors, highlight it. Link it, Eileen Connors, elementary school. Okay, so the school one is the hardest. It takes the longest. Let's go ahead and preview what this looks like now. Everything else is really pretty fast on the page. I love it. It looks great. Okay, one of the things too, I'll show you what it looks like on mobile. Let me see if there's anything in my background there. Okay, here's what it looks like on mobile. See how the menu now is stacked? So there's the grid. See what I mean by it needs to be only 6 houses? Too many houses there. Then there's the elementary, there's the middle, there's the high school, there's the neighborhoods, there's the real estate market. I need to get rid of that button because we just added another button on all the pages, so we don't need a repeat of that Las Vegas zip codes button. So to get rid of a content block, all I have to do is go down here and hit this. Now, for those of you that might be wondering where I got this info, 89129 is an area of Northwest Las Vegas. I put the area. In this area, you'll find Majestic Park, Lone Mountain Park, Wayne Bunker Park, Mountain Crest. It's also home to Durango Hills Golf Club. All I do is watch this. I go over to my map, Google Maps, and I type in the area, 89129. And then I look at the map, and there's the rectangle, and then I scroll down and I say it runs from this street to this street and that street to that street. And then if you look here, you can see businesses and things that are named. There's a park, Oops, that's outside the area. There's a park. Ooh, I might want to add that. Woodland Crest, which in America, I might want to look and see what that is. Durango Hills Golf Club. So anything on the map that looks prominent is a good thing to put in that little, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I like that one. So I put here, it is also where the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department is located. See that? And let me tell you, you put those words in there. Oh, there's another one. Police Memorial Park. You put these words in here, you start ranking for them. If your website has visibility, it's pretty incredible how just a quick mention, just a quick word on a page that performs well, you can start ranking for those parks or for the police department or for the DMV or things that you include in here. So the more you include here that would be valuable to the consumer, it's going to be interpreted as valuable to Google, which can help with your search engine rankings. And so I think that's it. Now, since I've updated this page, I'm going to go change this publish date to today, which is December 20th, 2017. I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to hit update. And then just as a reminder for those of you that don't remember, what's my next step? What's my final step after I preview it? Do you know? Do you know what the final step is? Well, besides sharing on social networks or blasting it, it actually is to submit to Google to fetch and crawl. So you open your search console. I actually have a quick link here. You go to the fetch and crawl. You find your property, which in my case is that one. You paste your URL in here without the top level domain, and you hit fetch or fetch and render. And once it fetches it, don't know why it's saying it's redirected. Fetch. There it is. Okay. Because I had 2 slashes in there, it looks like. Request indexing. So you click request indexing. I'm not a robot. Then you can choose to crawl this URL, and you have 500 of those in a month. Or you can click crawl this URL and its direct links, but you only have 10 a month. And I'm at 5 now, and I'm almost at the end of the month. So I'm going to go ahead and crawl this URL and its direct links. And I'm going to click go, and then that's it. So that's how you're having Google come out and crawl that, or requesting a crawl again. So that's how we add our schools onto our community pages on our Ballen real estate websites.